Welcome to Carcon Carne, presented by Alex Ross Art. Alex Ross is iconic. He is one of the greats in comics and graphic novels. I have framed Alex Ross posters on my wall. His artwork is the gold standard. His photorealistic paintings of DC and Marvel heroes and villains, absolutely breathtaking. And Alex has his own YouTube channel, and here's Alex to recommend you subscribe and check it out.
Hi, this is Alex Ross. I appreciate you guys supporting our YouTube, and we create new content every week. I hope you will continue to support us, and please subscribe.
It's Carcon Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Carcon Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
And Carcon Carne also sponsored by In the Loop magazine. We're in Chicago. What a city. When you live in a city like Chicago, there's always something going on. There's always a concert, a small show, a big arena show. There's always something going on, multiple things happening on every single night of the week. Honestly, it could be a lot. It's a lot for me. It could be overwhelming. If you're a music fan, which you probably are if you're watching or listening, you need to check out In the Loop magazine. They have coverage of everything you care about. Interviews, previews, photo galleries, reviews, everything for the music fan in Chicago to ingest and enjoy. In the Loop magazine is at beintheloopchicago.com. They're also on Facebook. Beintheloopchicago.com. Check them out. Again, if you're a music fan, you kind of owe it to yourself. Good luck with that.
Let's try this noise.
Oh, that's music to my ears. People love that stuff.
No, they don't. All right.
So it is Halloween season. And all month long on Carcon Carne, I've been trying to do interviews. I've been doing interviews that are Halloween adjacent, things that speak to that aesthetic, that vibe, that spooky time we all love. There is a show. It is happening on Sunday, October 22nd, which is the perfect live event for the season. Sideshow Villains Deviant Cabaret. To my right is Dante Ingram. To my right and behind me is Greg, two of the performers, part of Sideshow Villains. This event is happening at Alhambra Palace, 1240 West Randolph. Alhambra Palace. Is that the correct, or is it Alhambra? Alhambra, sorry. Alhambra Palace, Chicago.com. This is a mix of dance, circus, and cabaret acts designed to disturb and delight. Sold. That's it. Claws for Breakfast is the latest one from Sideshow Villains. 7 songs centered around various criminalities, revenge, addiction, and murder. I would expect nothing less from you, Dante.
Thank you very much.
You've explored the dark side for many years. When I was first exposed to your music, which was probably right around the turn of this century,
Yes.
That's what caught me, that kind of dark cabaret stuff you do.
It's very fun.
Where does that come from? Where does that interest come from?
I'm not sure. I think that sometimes people just have whatever their creativity is just in them. And I don't know if you've ever heard the Tom Waits quote, "I like beautiful melodies that tell me terrible things." Well, we try to make beautiful melodies, and we always tell you terrible things. So
Always.
Show
me your monster, and I'll show you mine. I might like you better when we turn out the lights. There's not a better come on in Chicago music that you'll hear all year. That's it. Let's talk a little bit. Well, first of all, Alhambra Palace, you can go there before the show starts. You can go there and eat before the show. And with that, we're recording this on a night that Alhambra Palace is not open, but they provided food nonetheless. We're sitting on food. Actually, food is sitting on us as we're recording this outside a cemetery. We'll get to that. There's a lot going on here. We've got food. Tell me what all you brought from Alhambra Palace, Dante.
They gave us 2 different types of salads, and hummus, and baba ganoush, and pita, and a couple different dressings, and feta cheese. There's something. Oh, and croutons.
We're juggling in the car as we're trying to put this all together. You actually brought a bag of ice. So, I mean, Greg's mixing drinks in the backseat, and by mixing drinks, non-alcoholic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Delicious.
Let's try this. This is like a spicy pineapple ginger thing. I've been dying for this.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, good.
I love gingery things. Oh, this is great. Oh, it works its way right up to my nasal passages. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, so they brought food. We should eat some of their food because they were kind enough to provide that for us. And again, if you go to the show, when you go to the show, Sunday, make a point of getting there early. Just fill in your belly before you see what we're about to describe. It'll happen in the air. It'll happen around you. This show is an immersive thing. But first, let's eat food. So I have hummus. Anyone go for the baba ganoush, or was that too far down the bag?
It was too far down in the bag.
No disrespect to the baba ganoush. We're eggplant fans. But,
That's good stuff.
love the feta. Let's talk about this performance, because it's not like going to a concert. I'm not directing people to just go see a live band. You have aerialists, trapeze artists. This is a full-blown circus/performance. I can't explain it nearly as well as you can, Dante. So tell people what they're in store for.
We have multiple circus artists. There's Chris Rooney, who's also my circus co-producer, and he's going to perform on straps. If you haven't seen those, people literally roll up on the straps. I have no idea how they do it. It's completely amazing.
Like dangling from...
Yeah. Dangling and then somehow just swinging through the air and rolling straight up in the air. It's really cool.
That's a lot of physical prowess to be able to do that.
Oh, yeah.
That's remarkable, like, human achievement, I think.
Yes, they're all quite amazing. We've got Benji Radinsky on sling, and that's like a big piece of fabric in a loop, and he'll be performing.
So there are straps, there's a sling.
There's a sling. There is a cube, a big metal cube that someone also does aerial on. That's Michael House. And then we have Spitfire. Spitfire does fire and trapeze, I think at the same time.
Wow.
So excited. I have not seen the act yet, but I am so excited.
Why not break it in at your show?
We do have a dress rehearsal.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So,
And-
strap, cube, sling.
yes.
How do you... Sorry, there's more. I mean, tell me what else is coming.
Okay, there's also Crystal Saba, and Crystal is an amazing dancer. She studied Buto. She has her own group called Freedom From and Freedom To. They do improvisational music and dance. It's totally incredible. Love her. And so I'm so excited to see her again. I got to see her in our tech rehearsal, and she's terrifying.
Terrifying.
Oh, yes.
Meaning?
Oh, you'll just have to have to see the video when it's out.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
no, she's amazing. And then we also have Dahlia Shafi, and she's doing rope.
What does that mean?
It's a giant rope. And people that do rope are also incredibly fit and can do amazing things with just one single thing that they're holding onto the whole time.
Greg, what are you doing?
I'm playing the bass.
That's challenging.
Yeah, I don't think it really compares physically to the circus.
Look,
although, my fingers do have really big calluses, but
Right.
that's about all I can say.
I don't think the aerialists are providing a groove. That's you, my man.
Yeah, no, that's my job, absolutely. But Dante, I do have to say that you might have forgotten the most important circus performer
Oh, yes.
on the list. So you should tell everybody what you're doing because it sounds amazing.
Oh, actually, I thought you were talking about Mark.
Oh,
I will tell them what I'm doing. But very quickly, Camille Swift is also doing trapeze, and she's also amazing. And Mark the Knife Faye will be performing. He is a dangerous comedian. We're not doing knife throwing.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's how I know of him.
I know. Yes, many people do, but yes, he's a dangerous comedian. He's also our MC. I ran away and joined the circus with Mark many years ago.
Are you just saying that, or did you literally do that?
I literally did that.
Because one of my questions was, how do you get to know all these circus-type performers? You have to join the circus. It makes perfect sense now.
Well, yes and no. Mark and I have been friends since high school, and so when he was on tour, I wanted to leave, and so I just said, hey, do you need a knife-throwing assistant? And he said, sure. So I left.
Do I?
Yeah. So we did that
stand
for about
in front
10
of
years.
this. Okay, stay still.
So, no, when did you do that? When did you run away and join the circus?
That was sometime in the late 90s,
So before Dante's Voodoo Cabaret.
right around the same time period.
Okay.
I did both things at about the same time. Yeah, Mark and I did a lot of shows together, and one time he forgot his knives. So he had no finale. I don't think he had his lawnmower, and he might not have had his flaming bowling ball either. And so we're like, what are we going to do? And he found his machetes. So the machetes are about 3 times the size of the knives. And I looked at him and I said, can you throw them? And he said, sure, I can throw these. And so that's what we ended with, was machetes on the knife board.
I bet you sweated out like 10 years of your life against that wall.
No, I trust Mark, well, obviously with my life.
Clearly. So, I mean, interesting angles for performance, and somewhere in all that is music.
Yes.
I mean, you seem kind of like a restless creative spirit, like you've got to have your hands in a bunch of stuff.
I do. I started doing aerial about 9 years ago, and got really interested in doing props on silks. So I do the things that look like curtains hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
And this particular act, I have a 5-foot skeleton I've named Frank. And Frank and I will go up on the silks, and we both glow in black light. I look like a giant bug.
Amazing. Again, Halloween adjacent. This is like perfect for this season. So just being in and around circus type people, you thought, well, shit, I can do this too. Was that it?
I think part of it was just wanting to do something physical.
Mm-hmm.
Being a vocalist is not that physical usually. Well, not the way I do it. Some people, for sure, but not me.
How's the food back there?
Delicious. Fantastic.
By the way, the radish is a great unsung vegetable.
It really is.
It really lends itself to hummus and pita, but also salad. Delightful.
And pickled radishes are a personal favorite of mine.
Absolutely. So, since we didn't have Alhambra Palace to go to tonight because they're not open, I had to pick a location for us to meet, which is kind of weird because I do all the interviews in the car. I'm like, well, it's Halloween month. Let's just meet by a nearby cemetery. So we're outside Bohemian Cemetery, so I'm sitting here on Bryn Mawr, just east of Pulaski, our agreed meeting spot. I see a car pull behind me as I'm parked. Lights are on. We're the only cars on the street. I'm like, that's them. But they're not sure it's me. Sure enough, 2 seconds later, they pull up next to my car, look in the window to make sure that it's me sitting in the car, and then they parked. And here we are, the only people on Bryn Mawr Avenue next to the cemetery. Totally normal Monday night in Chicago. Perfectly normal. So how long did it take to write the songs for Sideshow Villains? Because it's been a while since we've heard music from you. Did this take a while to germinate, or?
Some of the songs I've had for almost 20 years, and they just never got recorded.
Interesting. So you've been sitting on these,
Yes.
waiting for the right moment to pounce.
Yes. And then I had ideas for the others kind of all at once. So I had like this idea of, I want to write a song about addiction, and I want it to sound kind of Middle Eastern, and I also wanted to have like these other elements in it, and so then it just kind of happened. And
I love the horns on the tracks too.
Wes Chihos. He's my writing partner, and he's also an amazing saxophonist.
Love the horn.
Yeah.
It's just, honestly, no one's making music like this right now, which I find so exciting. I mean, you agree, don't you? I mean, it's...
Absolutely. And, in getting into the horns thing, it's like clarinet. And there's a lot of flute, and there's bass clarinet on one of my favorite tracks. So it's just like all sorts of crazy instruments all over the record. It's a real just mixing bowl of all these things that you wouldn't think of putting together, but actually sound fantastic together. They
sound like they're from another decade altogether, but they make perfect sense in 2023.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, the challenge is, you've got a full-blown circus act supporting this Sideshow Villains performance. You can't do that for every show, or can you?
Well, I think we will do very infrequent but very big shows. And half the musicians that played on the EP are out west. So I'm hoping that maybe we can replicate the show on the West Coast.
Nice.
And do a big show in Chicago, a big show on the West Coast, and maybe some little things in between. Maybe I'll do some aerial stuff for fun here and there. I have another act with giant raven wings.
Amazing.
It's so fun.
I like the idea of kind of building demand. Like, if you want to see this, it's a special event.
Yeah.
Because you can't obviously tour this unless you're Cirque du Soleil. This is really cool. And again, Alhambra is on Randolph, just in that whole restaurant area, right outside Fulton Market. cool. I mean, you can't miss it when you're driving on Randolph. You know exactly what that building is. Do they normally do this kind of stuff, or do they have to install things for you to pull this off?
Well, they sort of do this kind of thing because they actually have one point. A point is where you attach all the apparatus, and that's in the ceiling above the stage, and it's wonderful, except that we needed to put something called poles, and that's where you take the artist up and down on the rope.
Okay.
And so because we needed the poles, we couldn't use their point, so we're actually going to have a gigantic circus rig inside the Alhambra Palace.
Oh my gosh. This sounds like a blast. Are you nervous about this? I mean, this is a big production.
It is a big production, but everybody involved is so talented and so lovely, and the musicians make my heart sing. They just are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful guys.
Aw.
Especially the bass.
I agree.
Especially the bass. Well,
Especially-
Greg
Yeah,
and
that
I have
guy.
played together the longest.
It's true.
Yeah.
Back to Dante's Voodoo Cabaret.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's
Thank
super
you.
cool. Okay, so again, as we're recording this, my hands are like full. I don't know what to grab, where to grab, how to grab. I had to cover the light with my cup because I had nowhere else to put it. So just someday I'll get a bigger cart. You know, my fantasy is to have an ice cream truck. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Alhambra Palace is 1240 West Randolph. AlhambraPalaceChicago.com. Again, I'm going to say this because this is the publicity line, but it works. A mix of dance, circus, and cabaret acts designed to disturb and delight. There is no better elevator pitch you will hear this Halloween season. It's perfect. And again, there's nothing like this. This is a show to see. It's happening on Sunday, October 22nd. Claws for Breakfast. That is the new one. We can hear it on Bandcamp. Where else can we hear?
Soon it will be everywhere, but currently on Bandcamp or my website. Sideshowvillains.com.
Sideshowvillains.com.
Thank you.
Tickets are affordable. They're totally reasonable. I love this. So, knowing that you've been sitting on this music for, in some cases, decades, you're not going to wait that stretch of time to put out more new music. I mean, are you
No.
are you back in the groove and you're like, let's keep this going?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I have plans for next year.
Dark,
Ooh.
sinister Dante
Oh,
plans.
yes.
Nothing but the best. All right, again, Dante is to my right. In the back, it is Greg. He plays bass. He's very talented. He has calloused fingers. Sideshow Villains Deviant Cabaret, easy for me to say, at Alhambra Palace, 1240 West Randolph, Sunday the 22nd. This is a show you've never seen, a music performance like this. You never will again until they play again. Sideshow Villains. Thanks for bringing the food from Alhambra. Thanks for talking, and what a great show this is going to be.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.